Hey guys. So I am doing another book review of one of my favorite series. A couple people asked me to do this on Instagram. They sent me a message and they're like, "We're curious," and I was like, "Okie dokie then. I got all the books. I can talk about them for days." So the series I am reviewing is the Kiesha'ra series by Amelia Atwater Rhodes. I don't. And the books in the series are Hawk Song, Snake Charm, Falcon Dance, Wolf Cry, and Wavrenhale. Let's see. This is her second series. The first series is her vampire series, Den of Shadows. I can't remember. So I started with Den of Shadows. I read the first book, and then I was like, what other books does she have? And then I found this series. And it is about, I don't know. It is about, oh my god. It is about, okay, I got it. I'm good now. Two groups of shapeshifters. There is there is the not falcons, oh my god. There are the snakes and the birds. There we go. Took me a while. So I will start talking about the Avian Society. That's what it was. And you have the hawks, which are the royals and such that lead. Then there's sparrows, ravens, and such. And then you have the separants. See, once I get started, I know what I'm talking about. And their main line is the cobras. And I can't tell you other snakes because I am not a snake person. I hate snakes, so. So that will lead us into the first book, which is Hawk Song, and this centers around Danica. It's in her point of view, who's right there. She is a hawk, and right now the two groups are at war, and they have been at war for 1,000 years. No one knows exactly how it started. Each side has their own view on how it started. So Danica, this is Danica, is a hawk, and she is the oh my god. I've read this series so many times, but you know when you know how to pronounce words but you never say them out loud? She's the she's the heir. We'll just go with that. She is the heir to the throne, and her main idea is that she wants this war to end because she was out on the battlefield and she sang to a cobra as he was dying. And then our next character in the book is Zane. And Zane is the heir to the separate throne. Or, yes. Yes. I'm trying to remember if he's already assumed the throne. I believe he's already assumed the throne. So this book is how their relationship develops because they decide that they're going to marry each other to end this war finally. And that is what happens in the first book. So now I'm getting into spoilers for all the other books. So stop right here. If you're interested and you want to read this series, I highly recommend it. So stop now and then go read them. Okay, so the second book is Snake Charm, and this is told in Zane's point of view. This is after they're together and they're so madly in love with each other, and they're working on the kinks of how exactly to make this work, make the courts merge together and combine their cultures. So in Snake Charm, they go through and they are meshing their ideas, and then they have there's a falcon who comes looking for a falcon who's hidden among their people, and it just causes a whole bunch of mischief and drama. It is drama. So we finally learn about the falcons who were on the Hawks side, or the Avian side, during the war. So they have a lot of pent-up anger, the Separants do, against Falcons. And the Falcons have magic, and they're this mystical, better than everyone group. So they deal with that in Snake Charm. And then these two books are the only ones that are in deals with Zane and Danica's point of view and their generation. During Snake Charm, we figure out that Danica is pregnant, which leads us into the next generation of books, because the first two are the first generation, the last three are the last two. The last three are the second generation. So this will go into the next book, and that is Falcon Dance. This is the third book. And this takes place Nicholas. I always say Nicholas, but I know it's not Nicholas. It's Nikias. I always named him Nicholas. When I can't pronounce names, I just change their name. I can't be the only one who does that. It has to be a normal thing for book people to do. So, in Falcon Dance, he discovers his powers as a falcon, because both of his parents are falcons. I am not saying who his parents are, because I really want that still to be a huge shock. Even if you've read the series, you understand it's a shock. So, Falcon Dance deals with him, and he goes to Almanac. Almanac. I'm going to say Almanac. And he goes to where all of the Falcons are to discover his powers, and he deals with having to be royalty to Falcons, and it's his struggles, and he ends up bringing someone back to save them, to be... I don't want to, say it in case people are watching and there's, I don't care about spoilers, because I care. He ends up bringing back Alizia, which is Zane's older brother, AJ's daughter. And she is half Falcon and half Separate. Cobra, half Cobra. And he brings her back at the end of the book. Which leads us to the next book. Wolfcry, which deals with Zane and Danica's only daughter, and she is a Waverhill, which means she can go snake, hawk, a combination, half and half, mixed. She's amazing. And this deals with her getting kidnapped and such, and how she deals with that, and she ends up meeting the wolf shapeshifters. I'm doing the summary first, and then I'll get into my view on everything, just to let you know. Next is Waverhill, which deals with Alizia hi. Why was I saying Alizia? Did I not say hi in Falcon Dance? He takes Hi. This is about Hi. And it's told in her point of view, just like Falcon Dance was, they're in someone else's point of view every time. And this one takes place with Hi, and we get to learn what she has to do with how everyone feels about her having Cobra blood and Falcon blood at the same time, and we actually find out everything. I'm trying to not spoil. We figure out everything about how the war started between the two shapeshifter groups and all of that. No spoils, guys. No spoils. So we figure out about that. So let's go into my view. Overall, I rate these books a 5 out of 5 stars altogether, because it is one of my favorite series, and it will always have a special spot in my heart, even though they're not all the same size. Bugs me so much. So Hawk Song is by far my favorite book out of the whole series, because it is my love affair. And I love it having how it's told in her point of view, because you get to understand how the avian society works through her eyes as she grew up with it, and I really enjoyed that. And I love the characters, and I love how she saw Zane as a person, or Zane overall, and it was so good. I loved it. I really wish we knew what Zane was thinking in this, but I was really glad that we got to hear it from his Snake Charm and his point of view and see how he saw Danica and all of that. Snake Charm is... See, I can't pick favorites. I think they're all my favorite, except for Wolfcry, and I'll get to that. This was definitely really good. I was really shocked at who the Falcon, or not the Falcon, that's in the first book. No, it isn't. It's in this one. Yeah. I was really shocked to figure out who the Falcon was that was hidden. I really didn't see it coming. The first time I read them, I've read these like 6 or 7 times by now, so it's not a shock anymore. And I was just so shocked, and I really love how Amelia surprised you with it. Like, it really made you question my brain. So, naturally, 5 out of 5 stars for both of those. Falcon Dance was very good. I loved knowing everything about Almanac. I love it when authors like create words for their stories, but I never know how to pronounce them. That's why I just change the names. I'm telling you guys, it's not just me. So we find out about. I still sound so northern, don't I? We find out about so much more about how the Falcons live and how they, everything with them, and it really brought a whole new aspect, because with the other two, you learn about the 2 different courts, and then you learn about this hierarchy court, and they're so cool, and like they can dream walk, and there's so much because they still have magic, and it was so cool learning about that. Now to my least favorite book. Wolfcry was my least favorite book. I was really shocked to find out that she planned her own kidnapping, but at the same time, it kind of made sense. The ending felt really forced to me, just to me personally. I don't know if other people felt this, because she ends up falling in love with a wolf, and I can't remember the wolf's name for some reason. I don't think it's anywhere, but she falls in love with a girl instead, because she was being courted by 2 guys, a separate and a avian, and she didn't want to pick, and I feel like she just went a different route with picking a wolf as a mate, simply because it was convenient rather than it was love. I don't know if that's how it was supposed to feel, but that's honestly how it felt to me, and it really brought down my opinion of the book. Like, right now, like, rethinking, I give it 3 out of 5 stars for me. Maybe 3.5, maybe. But the ending felt so forced, because I felt like she would have been happier staying in the society rather than hiding and running from what her destiny was. Especially since in Snake Charm and Hawk Song, or Snake Charm, you find just how excited her parents were for her to take over the throne and everything. So it really broke my heart, the fact that she ran away from her duty and stuff. But it does not bring it down so much. I mean, everyone has a least favorite book in a series, and that Wolfcry just happened to be mine. Next is Wavern Hill. I loved Wavern Hill. I loved hearing it from High, and because she's half Falcon and she's never been able to take her form and such, and then she's in love with Nicholas. When my book, I swear there's not difficult names. But, so I loved High's point of view, because she's such a badass, and I loved it. I can't believe this video is already this long. Oops. And I just love, because she's a badass, and she sees, like, she dances and she has the visions of the future, and it just really, it's a nice element to the story, in my opinion. So I really liked that, and like I said, I really love this series. It's been a favorite for years now. So there is my review on these books. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope you guys pick up these books, because she is such a good author, and the books are so amazing, and they really pull you into the world. They're fantasy books, if that isn't obvious. I love them so much. So overall, I give them 5 out of 5 stars as a series, even though Wolf Cry dragged me down a little bit, and they're really quick reads, if I did not mention that. They're all under 200 pages, if I am correct. They're not really expensive books. Like, I believe, yeah, they're all under $15 if you get them hardcover. They're even cheaper paperback. They're on ebooks and everything. They're so good, such good books. I will leave a link to their Goodreads page down below, so you guys can totally check them out, or check out her other books. She's a great author, like I said. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope this makes you want to check them out, or, you know, I love them. So, I will talk to you guys later. I might be filming another review tonight, or a video. I really want to do a Let's Talk, but my brain is not thinking talking, so who knows? Maybe I'll just binge read and get a review up that way. So I will let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this. Check these books out. Totally. Alright, bye guys.